I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about healing the body and how our body has a story to tell. Many of us are working through chronic illness right now, whatever it may be. Autoimmune diseases are popping up. I'm seeing this a lot, or they have been made aware of, but are really ramping up that energy right now. So I just want to address my journey and what I've learned these past several months and actually several years with my body. Our body has a story to tell. In my most recent teachings from the body, I've been experiencing chronic fatigue and heart palpitations for about the last year, pretty chronically. Inflammation in my joints has been a big one, very debilitating, not really able to be my fullest self, feeling limited in my own body, which, we never want to feel trapped by our own body in the skin. This body is meant to carry us and to help us to love ourselves and to love others. And I was really feeling those limitations in this last year. So I started to dig into many different resources and talking to many different practitioners, healing through food and supplementation, exercise. But I was living a very stressful life. And with everything that I've tried, there was nothing that was working. I was in complete burnout. I had a full-time job and my family and starting the business, and it was pretty intense and pretty demanding time-wise, and beginning to really stress me out. And it wasn't until I experienced a big physical shift last year. I got pregnant, which was such a joy, and unfortunately, the pregnancy did not hold. I had a miscarriage last September, and it ended up really turning into an incredible manifestation of spiritual awakening for me. My ego died. It wasn't needed in that space. I was feeling incredible amounts of grief, really coming back to myself. Coming back to self-love. I had to care for myself. I had no other options. And there were parts of my life that I was seeing was not in support of that, in support of my emotional and my physical healing. And it was very awakening to me to really say, wow, here I am, practicing all of these healing modalities and self-love, but really there's a depth of it that I haven't gone into. There's this intimate connection with the self, with the uppercase self, with the divine light within me that I wasn't treating as this divine light, just kind of an accessory to myself. And that's not what we're called to do. We're called to drop into deep unconditional love. As we heal ourselves within, we heal the world around us. So as I began to say no to these fragments of my life that were really holding me back to connect with my highest purpose of connecting with the truest parts of myself, they started to fall away. And it was getting to a point where I was like, wow, like the more I love myself, I'm really seeing what is necessary and what is not necessary. My body began to tell me this story as I was having all of these heart palpitations and very confused, and I'm taking, magnesium to help settle my heart. I was really seeing, this was just incredibly interesting. They really started when I was pregnant. And I was thinking after the miscarriage that my body would begin to settle and things would kind of come back into equilibrium, and they didn't. They actually ramped up, which called me into rest. So very important for this part of my journey. And a couple weeks back, I actually, my heart was palpitating, and I was in a group healing, and I realized, wow, next week is when the birth date would have been for our child. And I was being shown how this is my rebirth. This is my time be born again, to step into that divine light within me. And I'm not making this up. The day, our due date, I woke up that morning. I thought I was dead or something was wrong because I could not feel my heart. It achieved peace. I felt my body begin to settle, and everything became clear. My crown began to open. I was able to begin to think more clearly. I had more energy. Everything really started to shift. It was a miracle in my life. And so I really want to share this part of my story with you in hopes that you can really see the magnitude that our body has, that energy that it has and that it holds. It's here to tell us a story. It's here to support us. It's not here to hurt us. It's not here to make our lives miserable or inconvenient. It's translating the energy that is happening within. So where I wasn't loving myself, this place of deep emotion, of deep intimate connection with myself, of course that will manifest in my heart. I was getting headaches all of the time. You think of the energy of the mind. We're busy. We're trying to figure all of these things out. As I started to surrender that and really trust that God is orchestrating all of this, that everything is being laid out for my highest good, headaches began to fall away. Now I'm beginning to move in. I still have inflammation in my joints and I'm supporting my body through food right now. As I'm beginning to move, I'm walking today, which feels absolutely wonderful. And my spirit's now calling me, yeah, you can begin to experiment with running. As I'm beginning to move, to come out of this rest, I just feel this inflammation beginning to fall away, these chains letting go, allowing me to really be free and to embrace the spirit that has been brewing for these last several years. And so my hope for you is that you can really look at your body as a helper, as a guide as to what's going on. Why am I getting these headaches? It's not here to make me miserable. It's here to show me something. The Reiki journey can really support us through that. That's been one of the biggest blessings is the teachers that have come into my life to share with me this joy of Reiki and this support that Reiki has for us. And I can absolutely support you through that. But just to encourage you to really start to look at what is happening within. That is how we tap into this healing energy, which is different from curing. You know, we can take aspirin or whatever it may be for headaches. I could take magnesium to release my heart palpitations, but only momentarily. We can ask what is really going on beneath and really start to get into some deep healing work. Blessings to you today. Enjoy this energy of the sun. Enjoy your body. Get it moving today, even if it's going outside for a brief walk. If you're experiencing fatigue today, you can lay out in the sun, whatever it may be, but just enjoy this energy of today. Blessings to you. Carry this energy with you throughout your day and into next week. Love to you all.